Hey guys, just wanted to go ahead and do my video log of the technology questions that we had to present to 3 teachers. My questions, I had 8 different questions, and starting off with the first question, it says, how to use technology in the classroom. The 3 different teachers that I interviewed, one was an engineering teacher, the other was a graphics art teacher, and another special education teacher. And all 3 gave some similar answers on most of the questions, with a few variations. But with the engineering teacher, he said technology is basically a really big part of his class. Especially he teaches the STEM, is what he calls it. It's the science, technology, engineering, and math field. With the graphics design guy, I was kind of surprised with it, but he says that they use drawing monitors. So that's a big thing for technology with them. And the special education teacher, she had said that using technology is really supportive in helpful modifications and accommodations. Says the text-to speech accommodation is one of the best ones for students with as low readers and stuff. My second question was, how do you feel about the use of technology? The engineer guy said, he believes that it's a vital part of education, that, it would be hard to do his class without it, or he could do it, but it's not nearly as productive. To my surprise, the graphic design teacher also said that he wouldn't be able to do his class without having the technology and the drawing monitors. And also the special education teacher said, again, that it plays an important role in students being able to, especially for modifications. My third question says, what, if any, do you feel is the best source of technology in your classroom? One of the things that our county does, I take that back, not our county, but our 2 high schools in the county, every student gets a laptop. So one of the best resources of technology that we have is all the students have laptops. For the graphics design teacher, his best resource was his drawing monitors that he uses. Although he did mention a large format printer, I'm assuming that he does a lot of after they do their assignments, they can print their stuff off and get a good visual of it. Again, with the special ed teacher, she had said that it allows them to, the laptops and having technology with hearing and with visuals, using the smart boards, a lot of those things are good for accommodations on helping students with disabilities. The number 4 question says, does your school administrator or county require you to use technology? And I think all 3 were on a pretty much consensus that yes, I won't say that it's necessarily mandatory, but it's encouraged through the students because of the laptops. They want us to try to get digital books instead of the hard copy books, and also using online programs as much as possible because for the most part our state actually funds, or I guess you'd say refunds, some of the stuff that we do at technology if we purchase it. As far as the central office, they want us to use the Blackboard, Moodle, and Schoology are some of the programs that they push forward to do. And actually, some of our teachers that just went through Moodle training. I think we had 15 teachers that went through it. One thing that the special education teacher said that one good thing about it is collaboration with our laptops and technology, that we can collaboration takes place via school email and online learning tools. So a lot of things that we can do and communicate with each other, even as teachers, is through technology and resources like that. Does the use of internet, do you use internet to take attendance? Yes, we do use the internet to take attendance. It's through a program that every morning through our first grade is called Live Grade. We do our attendance, and when we mark attendance, it automatically, if the student is absent, it sends a what we call a robocall to the parents or the number that's being given to us, it gives them a call saying that their student is not there that day. So if the student's skipping, they automatically know as soon as we put the attendance in through the internet. So that's a really good resource. How do you train your students to use technology? We have safety training at the beginning of the year for every student that they have to go through the cyber safety training to make sure. And some of the other responses was on everything that the teachers, when they're doing classroom assignments, they do demonstrations for the students to show them exactly how everything works, to walk them through it. Number 7, how does technology support your curriculum? For the engineering, it's in every chapter of his project Lead the Way. The graphics design guy, he said he couldn't do class without it. And for the special education, she said that with technology advances, it just increases every student's chances of developing better just because of the accommodations that you can make through technology. And what benefits, if any, do you think brings to your lesson? They noted that it gives them something to relate to, because this is a digital world now. Technology, students love it. Everything they do, that's a part of it. So it's easy for them to relate to it. And with the graphics design teacher, he had said that using the digital format versus drawing on paper and stuff, that it energizes the whole class and it brings everything to life, because there's just so much more you can do. And the other benefit to it is, if you make a mistake, all I got to do is hit the undo button. And once you hit the undo button, your mistakes are corrected. Start off where you were at, instead of having to start completely over on a project. Let's see, for the lesson plan. A couple of things that I thought that I had to ask myself really is, do I incorporate enough technology into my lesson? I think that I do incorporate some technology. As an automotive instructor and somebody that works in the automotive field, it's becoming more digital, and you have to be able to know more about it. So that's something that I think I do okay with bringing that part of it into it. One thing that I didn't consider, and this is one thing I made a note for myself, is, have I considered the benefits of technology when making accommodations for my students with disabilities? One thing that I actually picked up on was, sorry about that, was for one of the online programs that I use, having the audio reading to where the program actually reads the material to them. Helps for some of my students. And again, being digital, they can take and zoom in and zoom out on the monitor, so if they can't see real good, that helps them as well. And what do I need to incorporate in my class to prepare them for the future? I feel like even some things that I noticed that I didn't do is the simple things, teaching them how to send an email, or just being able to communicate on those terms as far as professionally wise, being able to make a Word document, being able to find templates on lines for a resume, or a letter of reference or something like that. Being able to help them do those things are some things that I need to start incorporating into my program, because I just never thought about how important they were. Okay, I guess that's all I got. Thank you, guys.